Is it working? Who can tell? Right, let's check it's actually working, then we'll see. Oh, might be working. Oh, it's changed since I last used it. I haven't used YouTube Live in a while. Right, I think it's working. Great. So, welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I play through Pico 8 games that I think are good. Today's video or stream is going to be a bit different. Firstly, because it's a stream. Usually I do videos. Also, what I'm going to be doing today, rather than usually when I do a video, what I do is I go onto Pico 8, go onto Explore, look for some cool games, play them a little bit, and give you my little thoughts on it, like a kind of review. Today I'm not going to do that. Today I'm going to just play through some games, and the first time I see them is going to be the first time you see them. Yeah, it's let's go through what we're going to do. So this is LOWREZJAM. This is a game jam that I recently took part in, and yeah, I thought I'd play through some people's games. The jam lasted from 1st of August to what would it be, Sunday at midnight? Or was that Monday at midnight? I'm never too sure. Either way, it finished at the weekend, and so we had like 16 days to create something, and now we've got a week to rate all the projects that have been submitted, and then there'll be a winner, I suppose. It's not really a competition. I mean, it is a competition, but it's the taking part, not the winning. Yeah, so we're going to rate some games, basically. So, a little bit about LOWREZJAM before we start. You've probably been reading this whilst I've been talking. There you go. Voting ends in 5 days and 9 hours. The main idea of the game jam, of LOWREZJAM, is to make a game at 64 by 64 resolution or lower, which most of the time is a very low resolution, much lower than most people would ever do. Seeing as I usually make games on Pico 8, and all the videos that I do about Pico 8, Pico 8's normal resolution is 128 by 128, so that's fairly close to this 64 by 64. And it turns out Pico 8 has got a kind of semi-hidden mode called Mode 3, which reduces the resolution down to 64 by 64. So making games for LOWREZJAM on Pico 8 is very straightforward, because all you need to do is stick a little bit of code at the start of your game in the init section, which switches to Mode 3, and then you're away. So I've made a game for this. I don't know if I'll do a video going through my own game, but I was going to play some other people's games. So I'll go to the submissions. Now, just to be clear, there's lots of different, well, there's hundreds of games, like 372 games that have been submitted. Not all of them, or most of them in fact, probably aren't on Pico 8. I'm only going to be playing through Pico 8 ones. It'd be a bit silly calling my video Pico Playtime and then playing through non-Pico 8 games. I've already played through a few other ones, giving them ratings and things, so I'm not completely ignoring them, but for the purposes of this stream, we're not going to bother with them. People have used like Unity, TIC80. I've seen a couple of people mention that as something that they worked on. I don't know what other programming languages or environment people are using. A lot of people seem to be using Unity, which makes sense. But I'm going to be looking at the Pico 8 ones. Now, I don't think there's a way to just sort or search for Pico 8 games on this LOWREZJAM, which is a bit unfortunate, unless it's in there. Play in browser. That might narrow it down a bit. Most of the games I've played have been playing browser, to be honest. So what I'm going to be doing is having a look at the screenshot and trying to work out if I think it's running in Pico 8 or not. Hi, how are you? Would you please help me test my game engine? It's made in C with SDL and OpenGL. I don't think that one's made in Pico 8, which is a shame because it looks pretty cool, that. So yeah, I'm going to be looking through some games and hopefully playing them. And before I kind of get started proper, I don't know how long I'll be doing this stream for, we'll see. Before I get started proper, as always, my stream today is brought to you completely unofficially and somewhat pointlessly by Monster Energy Drink. Oh yes, I'm in the big boys league now with Monster. You may have seen them sponsoring a trucker cap near you. Do they sponsor skateboarders? I don't know. I'm not down with the kids. So this is Monster Energy Ultra Red. Now, if you can't remember the spectrum from high school physics, Ultra Red is the colour on the spectrum below red. So that's orange. And I expect Monster Ultra Red to taste of orange. We'll see. I'm sure it's got so much caffeine in this. Oh, it's got a little bit of stuff to read on the side. Who can forget those hot summer days and hotter summer nights, thick with the promise of unlimited possibilities? This sounds like the start of a Meatloaf song. Working a mindless job to earn just enough for that last epic adventure before starting real life. This is depressing. Isn't this supposed to get you psyched up? This is like, just give up on your dreams, kids. Just accept life. Following your heart to who knows where, with who knows who, confident it will all work out. So Monster is totally in on teenage, underage sex, possibly. Who knows? In homage to the endless summers of youth comes Ultra Red, light, crisp and refreshing with 0 calories and 0 sugar. Sweet, sweet summertime, summertime. Except it's not going to be that sweet because it hasn't got any sugar in. So, unleash the Ultra Beast. Wow. So I'm going to be sipping on this half-gallon can of that. It's not half a gallon, it's 500. It's half a litre. Still, it's too much energy drink. Yeah, I'm going to be sipping on that whilst I play these games. Right, I've talked long enough and I'm not playing a game and it's getting boring. So, let's play a game. That was a 7-minute intro, near enough. So, let's look at all these games. The Fiend's Tower. Is that Pico 8? I don't think it is. It's hard to tell now because a lot of people use the extra extended palette. Oh, look at them. What a show off. They didn't just do a 64 by 64 game, they did a 36 by 64 game. It's like Angry Bird, or sorry, Flappy Bird. So many good games. Maybe I should play some ones that aren't just Pico 8. Now, there was loads when I looked before, and I can't find any now. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to play. That looks like the Pico 8 font to me. Let's play a game, shall we? So yeah, I'm playing this in the browser. You've got the ratings here. I don't know if I'll rate it in the stream. It feels a little bit unfair, maybe, actually publicly rating things. But I'm going to play through them and talk about it, aren't I? So let's go to the virus attack page, and get cracking. So, run this game, why not? There we go, that's Pico 8. I'm going to crack open my can of Monster. Ultra Red tastes of cherry, I'd say. Maybe cherry and raspberry. It's not orange, despite Ultra Red, as we all know, being orange. That's a nice drink, that. £1.29 well spent. Right, let's play a game. So, I didn't read anything about this. Maybe I should read it before I start. Virus Attack by New Cube. Very good. So, it looks like a top-down shoot-'em-up. I like top-down shoot-'em-ups. I especially like, this looks like a kind of free roaming top-down shoot-'em-up. If you've ever played the game Zone 66, bit of a shareware classic there. Awesome game. Hopefully this will be like that. Save the world from the alien virus. Destroy the invading aliens by blasting the spreaders. Infected land spawn turrets. Don't let turrets turn to mega turrets. The virus destroys the cities. Don't let it touch them. So just shoot the virus. Just keep shooting it. When spreaders are destroyed, their viruses too, and so only spawn turrets. So this is basically like a top-down shoot 'em up where you're fighting a Zerg base from StarCraft, which sounds pretty cool to me. Pick up health shields, weapon upgrades, and nukes to help win the war. Yeah, just blow everything up. Defenders. Oh, this is good. They made like a. What's this? This is like a little sort of tutorial kind of thing. It's like it reminds me of a one of these kind of war propaganda posters. That's cool. That's a nice touch. I like that. Might take that idea myself. So yeah, shoot everything, pick everything up, shoot everything. Great. Let's get started then. So Doesn't seem to be any music. Oh, spoke too soon. We have got music. And, great. My controller's not working. Oh well. Right, keyboard it is then, so I apologise for the noise. Let's just turn that down a little bit. Oh, so there's some cities, I'm guessing. Oh, shit. Nope, shouldn't be swearing, should I? You died. Okay, so dodging is a big part of this game then. Okay. So, I'm guessing that's working down in order of danger. So, I killed 0 of the cross things. Killed 2 of those more kind of square looking ones. Killed 1 of the... I don't know what that is, a flashing circle. Does it tell me down here? Oh, there we go. So, I didn't kill any spreaders. 2 turrets and a mega turret. Oh dear, so much for not letting them turn into mega turrets. Right, let's try that again. Help. Do I need help? Oh, there we go. Okay. You see, a lot of people don't like the flickery text, but I think it's quite cool. Right, let's give it another go then. Now, are these levels procedurally generated? Oh, I've got like a heat map. Ah, okay. Maybe I just got a pretty poor spawn last time, or I just left it for too long. Okay. Ah, I'm getting it now. So we've got radar. That kind of shows me where the next target is. Boundary there. I think I'm nearly dead. It's hard to tell. I think it's the green bar at the bottom of my health. Oh dear, I lost 2 cities there. What are they? The level 2. This is a pretty cool game. I'd be interested to know how the map works. It looks like it's procedurally generated. I think I'm losing a lot of my cities. Interesting how there's a little bit of kickback on the main ship gun. We've got oh my god. That's a bit of a big one. A bit of a big virus city base. I don't think... I think this one's out of control, isn't it? Okay, so I got to level 2. Did a lot better that time, so that was good. I'm spilling monster everywhere. Okay, so thoughts then. Things I like. I like the menus, I like the title screen, I like the kind of particle effect there. The movement of the... No, don't do that. The movement of the ship is nice. I'm really missing not having strafe. I'm having... I've only kind of got... I suppose you'd call these tank controls. Yeah, I'm really missing strafe. That'd be a nice thing to have. But this sort of game, it's like a kind of... If you're doing this not in Pico 8, this would be like a twin stick shooter. You have not got enough buttons or inputs in Pico 8 for a proper twin stick shooter, sadly. This is actually a lot... I did sort of say at the beginning, I was hoping it was going to be like Zone 66. It is very much like Zone 66. Oh, is that a shield? Great, I've got a shield. It is very much like Zone 66. We've got a kind of one world map that we need to kind of patrol, and we're mostly kind of hitting ground targets. I think those things that fly across, they must be the dropships. I haven't managed to hit any of them yet. It's really cool how he's got the say here, I don't know who developed this. It's really cool how the developer got the map to work. That's a nice touch. I'd say not the map, sorry, the kind of warning radar telling you where enemies are. I think the problem that I'm kind of having at the moment is that we get to this, I suppose it's meant to be the point of the game, but we're getting this situation where once a kind of virus takes hold, it seems to grow kind of exponentially, and it gets out of control. I'll play it one more time, see if I can get to level 3 maybe. Before I do that, let's see if there's any more info about the game. That's an intimidating score. I enjoyed the game. I found the controls to move a little. I found the controls to move a little hard to get used to, but I put that mostly on me. I think, yeah, maybe the controls. I think I'd have preferred it rather than tank controls. I think I'd probably have preferred just kind of, what do you call it? Sort of just cardinal movement. So if I press up, go up, that kind of style of control, rather than tank controls. But it's you're kind of playing a spaceship, so you want to get that kind of sense of flying. Yeah. Another game this is kind of like, actually, now that I think about it, Desert Strike, or the Strike games. Right, so there's a dropship there. Let's see if I can hit a dropship. I kind of want to wait and just see what these dropships do if we don't. Sorry, what these viruses do if we leave them, how long it takes them to grow. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to kind of how you need to play the game in terms of dodging and whatnot. Not being able to move side to side makes dodging very difficult because you want to be facing, or you have to be facing the thing you're trying to shoot, because you can only shoot forwards obviously, but that means that if you're facing the thing you're trying to shoot and it's trying to shoot you, you can only either move backwards or move into what you're being shot at. See there, look, a massive kind of area has got out of control. Game over. So yeah, that's virus attack. I think I don't know if I'm just bad at the game, but it feels level 2 gets really difficult. I'm not sure if I'm missing some kind of strategy for how to play it. Anyway, I think that was a pretty good game to start with. Let's see if I can rate that. Now, I won't rate this. I'll rate it in a separate window. Doesn't seem fair to rate it like that. So gameplay, I think it was pretty good for gameplay. I liked the movement of the ship and the shooting, and the combat was pretty good. I just really wish that there was an easier way to dodge. Perhaps you meant to do kind of like strafing runs. I'm not entirely sure, but gameplay was pretty good. The graphics were fine. I like the graphics a lot. The audio, the sound effects were nice. It'd been good if there was some music. I wish there was some music in the game. But I think that's a pretty good start. So, I should say, for the ratings of the games, you've got 4 categories for rating it. You've got gameplay, which I've said, graphics, audio, and the last one is authenticity. So that's a case of how true it is to the 64x64 side of things. If the game is in 64x64, I don't know, just give it a 5, I guess. I've only played one game that didn't meet the 64x64 requirement, and I don't really know how you're supposed to score it, because, yeah, bit of an odd thing, that. Anyway, so that's the game rated. Let's find another one. So, if I close that tab, back to submissions. Now, when I was getting this stream ready, that's like a good game. Clever Pixel by Xstar. A hot upcoming developer, incredibly handsome developer here as well. We're not going to be playing my game. That would be a bit self-indulgent. We're going to be doing a speed run of my own game later. That will be self-indulgent. Today we're going to play some other stuff. Yeah, So there's my game. Check it out, everyone. Now, when I was setting the stream up, I did find a kind of, it looked like a kind of column style puzzle kind of game. I really want to see if I can find that. I can't remember what it was called though. And whenever you refresh the window, it just goes to a new set. Right, we've got quite a few Pico 8 style games coming up now. I really want to try that. Oh, but it's not Pico 8. Damn. That'll be one that I have to play on my own, I believe. Right, PicoBus. It's made in Pico 8. What is it? A low-res version of my Crazy Bus port. Okay, Crazy Bus. I'm guessing it's like Crazy Taxi. We don't want to rate it yet, we want to play it. Let's have a look at these screenshots. The graphics on this look fantastic. Jumbus 360. Bus car? Brazil? This looks bonkers, this game. Right, I'm very interested as to what is going on with this. PicoBus there, that is definitely a bus. Oh, we've got to find out what's going on with this. Look at this. Author, Super Positive P. PicoBus Mini is built with PicoBus Encore 2.1B Silent Patch 2. What? It's made in Pico 8. Look at that, it's made like box art as well. Look how cool that is. It's PicoBus, the game where you can drive a bus like crazy. Is the bus crazy? Am I crazy? Are you crazy? Who knows? Just drive. You can drive left to right or right to left. You can honk the horn. It's crazy. Drive 5 different buses. Horrible bus pictures. Good. Non-stop driving action. Special features. Made in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. Bus. This sounds zany. This is my first time submitting to a game jam. Please forgive me if I'm mistaken in thinking it was okay to reuse a game I already had to fit in 64x64. Ooh, is that allowed or not? To be fair, I don't know when. Let's see, when was this submitted? Can I go back and see? Submitted 4 days, 7 hours before the deadline. That's not too bad. Almost, I mean, I think it was literally like, you know, maybe less than an hour, certainly a few hours after the game jam opened, people were submitting entire finished games, which doesn't really feel like you're getting into the spirit of the game jam, just submitting a finished game that you've already been working on, but yeah, I digress. Yeah, I think this looks pretty fair, doesn't it? Right, let's give it a spin then. So, Super Positive P's Crazy Bus, or PicoBus. What is this? There are exactly 12 playable buses in the game, some of which aren't buses. So, can a playable bus not be a bus? The Irizar Century 3.95, the bus car Vista Bus, the generic school bus, the bus car Jum Bus, the Encava ENT 6000. Are these real buses? Can play as the Pico 8 logo, that's nice. Totally not a Hot Wheels M&M themed bus I found on Google for a joke. What is going on? We can play as a Glacier. This looks bonkers, right? We've got to try this. Okay, this I'll tell you what, this Monster Energy Ultra Red, I might be buying this again. This is nice. And yeah, looking in the can, it looks like it's bright pink as well. Wow, that's some music and a half, that, isn't it? And super grainy pictures of buses. I'd really like to know how they got those pictures into Pico 8. I'm guessing that they didn't. Sorry, while I adjust my hair. I'm guessing that there's some kind of program you can use to do that. Wow, this is slightly bonkers, this, isn't it? Oh my! Oh, I need to get a haircut. Right. Are you ready for this? So press Z and X. Oh my god. Select. That is so hard to read. I'm sure it's deliberate, but this is an ugly game. Sleep near Iceland. I think that's the Glacier bus. What's that? Hero Wentwood. America. Is that an American bus? Hyper. No, I'm just gonna pick one up. Oh wow, what's that? Imposter Lodge. KFC. Bosnia. What is going on? Lodge? What is it? What? There's the Pico 8 logo. A pink bus. Right, I wanna. Oh, what's that one? The jump bus. Right, I'm slightly losing the multi. Right, I'm gonna play as the Glacier bus. Select. Controls. What? What did I do then? X brings you back to the title screen. What is this? Okay. That's the horn. Does a little reversing beep. Oh, right, let's try another one then. That one looks like a good bus. Prepare. This is bizarre. Right, right, I think I've had enough of that. Right, I have no idea what that was all about. Let's see what the comments say. No one's wrote a comment yet. What a strange game. So there's a corruptor in the game, whatever that means. This game does in fact have the iconic music from the original Crazy Bus. Wow. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be speedrunning this game later, but okay. Right, let's. That was weird. Right, let's rate this. Oh, I want to rate it, but I don't want you to see what I'm going to score it. How do I rate it? There we go. Rate it. Right. Okay. So let's have a look at the how do we rate this game? Gameplay. You could move left and right and beat your horn. There wasn't really a game as such. Okay, graphics were interesting. I liked the photos of buses and things. That was quite cool, I suppose. The audio. The kind of attention to detail on making the bus have reversing sounds and things. I tell you what, with the graphics as well, the animation of the tyres was a nice little touch. So yeah, that was interesting. The music was awful. I mean that in the nicest possible way. Yeah, that was an interesting authenticity. Yeah, that was 64 by 64 resolution. Right, so yeah, we'll give that a rating. Oh, there is comments. I gotta hand it to you. This is really something. I saw the original Pico bus in the Explore page just the other day, and I'm honoured to be jamming with you. Great parody. This is a parody of a game. Right, this is too meta for me. I don't know what's going on here. Right, so if there is a joke there, it's gone sailing over my head. So, right, let's carry on. That was a bit of a strange one, wasn't it? Right, we'll close that then. Back to submissions. Ghost Hit. That looks like a Pico game. A bullet hell and memory game mashup. This sounds like it's going to be difficult. Right, let's give it a try then. I'll get that rating box ready so I'm not waiting. So, oh, no, don't play. Oh, right, okay, there's no music on the title screen, that's good. That lets me talk. So, Ghost Hit is a bullet hell top-down game where you have to remember... Can you see my mouse? Yeah. You have to remember who is your friend and who is your enemy. Okay then, so I take it we shoot the red ones? No? Keys to move, Z to shoot, X to change direction without moving. Interesting. So this is kind of getting towards, and it's kind of like another top-down shooting, kind of another twin stick game, isn't it? I'm calling them twin stick games. You can't have twin sticks on Pico 8, but it's the same idea, I suppose, isn't it? Art, code and design, Pedro Stringini, and Mateus Mortati. I hope I'm pronouncing them right. So let's give this a spin. Ghost Hit. Okay, so X now has changed direction. So we can shoot. Oh, that's weird. So you have to hold. Ah, I leveled up. I couldn't move at the start. Wave 2. Do I shoot the red? What am I doing? Waves 1. Time played 65. Press X to restart. Okay. I say time played. Oh, that's 6 seconds, not 65. Oh dear. Alright, let's try that again. So when I start off, you can't actually move. Right, so those green ones seem to power you up. That's wave 2. This is the bit that I'm not sure about. What happens if I shoot the white ones then? Oh, is that the memory side of things? Right. Okay. So sometimes the ghosts are white, and you've got to remember what colour they used to be. Right, okay. I can deal with that. Okay. So let's stop shooting our friends. Do I pick up the blue things? Am I supposed to do that? Right, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Right, let's try this again. So don't shoot them. Right, those blue ones seem to strengthen me up, so maybe I should try collecting those more this time. Right, okay, this is looking good. Is each... Right, that's... Okay, so... I don't feel like that went very well. This is a hard game, this. Clearly I need some more monster in my life. I think I get what's going on now. It seems a little bit unfair that you can't dodge any of that first shot, but okay, whatever. Don't shoot that guy, Carl. Oh, I'm missing. This is an interesting game, this. Right, I have no idea what I'm shooting at now. I'm just shooting everything that I can get my hands on. Okay, so I got to 3 waves that time. So it looks... Oh, I see now. There's like a kind of... It's like a progress bar for the ghosts, isn't there? So they start off a colour and they turn white as the game progresses. Right, this makes more sense. I have no idea how you're supposed to remember this though. This looks hard. I keep getting hit. Maybe I should focus on not dying. Sounds like a kind of obvious thing to say, doesn't it? But yeah, maybe I should focus on not getting hit. I don't seem to do any damage at all before I get those first two power-ups. So we can get to wave 2 alright. Wave 2 isn't a problem. It's hard how when you get hit your ship slows down. That makes it very difficult. I have no idea what I'm shooting at, I think. Right, so obviously at some point I blew up my green friend there when I shouldn't have done. Okay. Time played. Oh, so wave 3, 2 seconds. I thought I got more than 2 seconds in that. This is an interesting game. Let's play it again. We're making progress. I'm not very keen on the start. I don't feel like I know. I don't feel like that first area is very good. Oh, stop shooting that. It's very hard. I'm really not very good at dodging the bullets, which kind of isn't going to get me very far in a bullet hell game, is it? Right, I'll give it one more go because bullet hell games are not my forte. I'm a bit confused why there is an option to aim without moving. That feels like a mistake. Not to be moving constantly, I mean. Right. Oh my god. The ship handles quite... The handling of the ship is quite difficult. Right, I'm just going to keep dodging that red one. Let's see what happens if I just level up my ship. If I just collect more and more stuff. Become a much bigger target. That's going to make dodging harder. I'll presumably do more damage though. Okay. Right, I think maybe you should... Well, straight away I am lose my upgrade. Right, I should have spent more time leveling up my ship. Oh, we're doing well now. I think I've figured it out. Isn't that good? The ship has got a kind of momentum to it, which makes dodging very difficult, I think. Yeah, the movement of the ship is tricky. So the trick... Oh my. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge all this. Okay, I think I was getting close to understanding what was going on in that a bit better at the end. I'm going to try that again one more time, and I'm going to see if I can use the same strategy there, because once I just waited a bit before going to the next wave and powered up my ship, that seemed to make things work a lot better, so let's try that again. This is probably my favourite game I've played so far. It feels like there's a little bit of skill needed with this one. I really wish you could move at the start. I don't like not being able to move. And when you can't move... Where's my ghost gone? What's happened? Why did my ghost disappear then? The worst thing about this game, I feel, is the movement of the ship. It's it's slow to accelerate. It's very slippery to stop. I think the ship movement makes the game unnecessarily difficult. I think that's my main criticism of the gameplay. But we have got a game here, unlike possibly PicoBus, which I don't think it's entirely the point of that game for there to be a game. But we have definitely got a game here. It's just probably a little bit too difficult, I think. So yeah, I'm going to try powering up my ship, because I can dodge that one at the bottom fairly easily, and I know that one's red. The graphics in the game, very simple, functional, nothing outstanding, nothing too bad. I like the little colour changing effect on the ghosts, that's nice. There's some nice particle effects as well. It's becoming a little catchphrase of mine, but particles add polish. Right, okay, so we've got our powered up ship now. This should hopefully make it a little bit... Oh, I've killed my green ghosts! I was going to say this should make it a little bit easy, but then I immediately just screwed that up. Oh, I'm so bad at dodging. Yeah, your ship really could do with moving a bit faster, I think. Now, my ship seems faster now that I'm actually lower powered. I don't know if that's meant to be a way of balancing the game, but... Oh. Okay, so that's probably the best game I've played so far. I think, well, how many games are we in now? 3. I think I kind of lost a bit of time. I think I slipped out of time for a little moment playing PicoBus, so let's give this a rating then. So, let's look at it. Rate this game. Gameplay. I'm going to give that... Well, I'm not going to tell I'm going to give it, but I'm going to explain what I'm giving. There was some good game mechanics in that. I like the idea of... The actual idea of the game was really cool. Having these... just 2 enemies. Well, I say 2 enemies. The red ghosts that hurt you, the green ghosts which give you the blue things which power you up. And then having those colours wash away, so you have to kind of remember. That's a cool idea. I'm not sure if it entirely worked in this game. I think it could do a little bit of tweaking, but if you put a bit of polish onto this, or just change things up a bit, I think this can make a really cool game. The graphics, pretty serviceable. They did the job. Can't complain. Audio, yeah, the audio was okay. There wasn't a lot of audio, just some simple sound effects. We haven't played a game yet with any music, which is a shame. Authenticity, yeah, it was 64 pixels. I think I'm gonna score that highest in gameplay. I thought the gameplay was really spot on in that. So let's carry on, shall we? I said these were too big, but I've nearly destroyed this can. That's actually a nice drink, that. Oh, I'm forgetting Virus Attack. Was that better gameplay than Ghost Hit? It's hard to say. They were both playable. So yeah, so far so good. Let's find another one. So many games. I really want to try that out, but that's clearly not Pico A. Escape? No, that doesn't look like Pico A either. Yarok's Expedition. That could be Pico A. Let's have a close look at that one. I like the gameplay of the game. It is challenging. However, I find it a bit difficult. The games have been made fast. Not entirely sure that they speak English as a first language there, but I get what they're getting at. I understand what they mean. Thanks. Yeah, it is a bit challenging. I thought of doubling the amount of life the player starts out with. Here's something that I think is a lesson I feel like I've learned quite a few times now. Can you learn a lesson more than once? When you're making a game, you are the world's leading expert on that game. You are the best player of that game in the world, because no one else has played it yet. And it's very easy to make a game to challenge you as the developer. And what I've found is, especially with games like this, where, especially on Pico 8 as well, where it's only a fairly casual, you know, no one's putting any money down on the table to play these games. You know, people aren't very invested in them. I'm playing the game. I'm playing these games here, playing them for about 10 minutes or so, and then moving on to the next one. I imagine that's similar to how a lot of people play these kinds of casual games. What my point I'm trying to get to is that you've got a very casual audience, and if you kind of lock somebody out of the game through making it difficult, they're just not going to bother with it. And I don't, you know, especially when you spend so much time on a game, you don't want people not to play it because it's too hard. Yeah, it's great if you want to make a hard game and it's challenging and somebody plays through it and gets to the end at the hardest difficulty. That's amazing. That's awesome. But yeah, I always make, when I'm developing the game, the difficulty that I have in the game for myself, I always make that the hardest difficulty. I never make a harder difficulty. You know, when it gets to the point where I'm adding difficulty levels into the game, I always make what I have at the moment as hard, and I then step the difficulty down for normal and easy. That seems to work fairly well for me so far, because it's very easy to make a game so hard that only you can play it. And yeah, you want as many people to play and enjoy your game as possible, I'd have thought. Yeah, if you're Dark Souls and people like the series, then yeah, they are going to persist with that difficulty. But with casual games like this, maybe not. Is this made in Pico 8 then? Let's find out. Made in 32 hours over the span of 2 weeks. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You know, when you spent, you know, dozens of hours on a game, you want people to enjoy it. And yeah, don't make it, my message to other developers, fellow developers, make your games a bit easier for people. It feels, no one's going to complain if a game that you can play through in 10 minutes, if somebody can play through it in 10 minutes on the first go, no one's going to complain at that. You know, they might not play it again, but they will have played it. Right, I really want to play this game. I can't tell if it's Pico 8 though. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not Pico 8, is it? Should I make an exception for this? Yeah, okay. It does look cool, this. Right, what are the controls? Arrows, up, down and shoot. Great. I love simple controls like that. Oh, we've got a mouse. Mousing in this. I wonder what they used to make this. I don't think it's Unity, is it? Is this Tick 80? I don't know. So this is by Yuval Delo. Special thanks to Gabriel C. or Gabriel C. Did they provide the palette? Align, Audio, Zuzak, is that 86, and Victorium 183 for sound effects. I'm stuck on the credits page. Oh no. Right, I'm going to forgive them for that. Let's try that again. I only play this game for a short moment. Oh, I see. Ah, right, so we can... What? You died. So we're constantly bouncing. Constantly... I'm not sure what we're supposed to do there. Do we lose health when we change direction? Ah, okay. Right, so we lose health when we change direction. This is hard. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. It's all kind of procedurally generated. 57. Shall we see if we can get to 75 like that person in the comments? I like the music on this. I like the graphics. Imaginative gameplay. I think it's a little bit too hard. But, again, good game. 38, that wasn't very good, was it? Okay, one more time, because I'm supposed to be playing Pico 8 games in. This isn't Pico 8. Good game, though. So, well done to... I can't remember what it's called. Yup. Let's not get it wrong. What's the person called? Right, anyway, that was a cool game. Let's give that a very quick rating. Yarok's Expedition. What an interesting name as well. Right, let's rate that. Gameplay. Good gameplay. Bit too hard, but the gameplay mechanics were solid. All the coding was solid in that. Graphics. Fine graphics. Completely acceptable graphics. Nice audio. We had some music. Yeah, I'm going to score that high. I really enjoyed that. Really solid game. I'm going to even post a comment. Really solid game here. Enjoyed it a lot. Like others have said, I just found it a bit too difficult to start with. It would be nice if the difficulty ramped up a bit slower. Let's finish off with positive though. Great job. Overall, great job. Smiley face. There we go. I'm just marking like a teacher, aren't I? One negative, two positives. I believe that's what you should do. That's what I just did. Right, let's play Pico 8 games. I'm supposed to be playing Pico 8 games here. Not just games that look like Pico 8. Oh, I've seen people... as usual with these game jams, I was posting kind of daily kind of progress screenshots from my game, checking out, on Twitter that is, and checking out what the people are posting under the hashtag. And I seen this Zombies with Friends game and I thought that was cool. I want to play that. Don't think it's Pico 8 though, is it? Did you work in a team? Just me, myself and I, and my wife and daughters for moral support. I like that. That's quite funny, I like that. The resolution was great for me. Less art resources to worry about, but making a massively multiplayer game, well, massively single player game you could say, in 64 by 64 wasn't obviously a great idea, but I think it works okay. This looks like it's got leaderboards. Wow. I'm not going to play it. Oh, it's Pico 8. Wow. Pico 8 can do leaderboards. I was just about to say I'm not going to play this, but if it's Pico 8, this sounds crazy. Right, definitely playing this one then. Didn't know Pico 8 could do leaderboards yet. Let's see. Platforms HTML5. Action, Pico 8, maybe Pico 8, blah blah. Right, let's give this a test then. This is using the alternate palette, very obviously. So, Zombies with Friends, and this is by... I didn't see the name. Superfluid, right. Superfluid Games. Let's check this out. What's your name? CB. Hello, Betty. Get to that chopper. Okay. This is cool. Cute graphics, I like that. Nice colours. Nice use of colours, I should say. Oh, I see. They are coming. Press X. Hitting them all. Oh, this is just... What's that? Are they like the... Did I die? You did it. One... Is that 11 points? Or does that mean... I don't know what that means. Groaning. Level 2. So, are these just AI players that I'm going up against here then? What's that? I got a thing. Oh dear. 0-1. I don't know what these numbers represent. This is a cool game though. Bit unusual having a loading screen. You don't see that often in Pico 8. Maybe I should put loading screens in my games. Right, that must be like treasure or something. Oh dear, people are dying left, right, centre here. Oh, I'm terrible at this game. I wonder if this game was using the slippery theme. I haven't really talked about the optional themes. There were some optional themes which you could just add into your game to kind of make it a little bit more restrictive, I suppose. One of them was slippery. Let's see what score I got then. Yeah, your movement in this is fairly slippery, so perhaps that was a theme for the game, perhaps. How did I get hit then? I wish I knew what those numbers meant. This is a fun game though, this. Level 6. Am I just moving? Do you just move through the game no matter what? Oh, right, I don't know what's going on. Level 7. It's fun though, nice movement. It's hard. A lot of these games so far today have been very hard. Did I do it? I did it. I survived. I still only come third though. Right, maybe the first number is for getting to the end, and maybe the second number is for picking up treasure along the way. That would make sense. Oh my god. Yeah, you've got a lot of... Right, I think that first number then is for your position that you get to the end. Like your first, second and third position. I think the 2 is maybe for treasure. I didn't notice how many treasures I picked up then. This... I think I'm getting a bit carried away with this. I think what he meant was this is just like, it's like simulating like a massive multiplayer. So we're just against AI players here, I'm guessing. Now, it's interesting that we don't really have to get to the end, we just have to beat the other... What got me then? Don't know what hit me then. Does that green stuff hurt us? No? Right, I've got some treasure. That's surely going to help. Am I playing against other players here? Maybe it's recording people's runs. Maybe that's it. I think it's... That'd be clever if it's doing that. I'm impressed with this one. I think, is it recording people's runs somehow, and then somehow getting that data to persist? Because that's some clever programming, if so. Oh, I'm doing well here. I think. I would love to know how this is working. This is fascinating. This. So. Looks like there's only 3 people on this level now. That's depressing because I don't think I could have been playing this game for that long. And look, there's only one other person in the game with me at the moment. Hello, I'm back out of the blurriness. Eating brains. I'd love to know how this is working. This is very clever stuff, this. The difficulty then doesn't really... The difficulty isn't as kind of bad as I was... it's not bad. The difficulty isn't as much of an issue if it's the way that it's working. Hitting them all. Can we go over that? Oh, I thought that was like slime and you couldn't go there. I don't know if I'm going the right way here. No, that was a dead end. Whoops. Where's the music gone? The music stopped for some reason. I don't know if it's because there's fewer players on this now that we've got near the end of the game, but this feels a lot easier than the early levels. Now, why did I come above JP there? Because JP look like they got more treasure as well. What's going on there? I still don't entirely know how this scoring's working, but the leaderboard aspect of this is very clever. I might have to, if I can find out some more about this game, maybe I should do a full video on this one. Needless to say, I'm going to be giving this, that's a stupid phrase, isn't it? Needless to say. That doesn't add anything to a sentence, does it? I don't think, this is probably my favourite game so far. It's very curious. Who's JP? Is that? I hope this isn't the developer that I'm playing against here. I hope some other people have played this game. It must be just using. It must be somehow recording your runs. How does it do that? Magic. This is cool. This. So yeah, let's try and be a bit more analytical in what we're saying here. The graphics are very small, but kind of cool. I mean, I'm basically controlling 4 pixels here, and that's a pretty charming arrangement of 4 pixels, I'd say. I like the little trail that you leave behind. Neat little particle effects and things. It'd be fantastic to see this game in high resolution. Higher resolution, I should say. I really wish I knew what was happening here, though. That controller there, the other person in the level, doesn't feel like it's human controlled. I'm gonna have to read the developer if there's any notes for this. I've got to find out, because this is intriguing. What's the 5 represent? Is that my health at the end of the level? Is that it? That'd make more sense. And then 20, is that points or something? I can't have 5 health at the end though, can I? Unless, does treasure give me health? No? I've got 2 treasure now. Is it time left perhaps? I've got time counting down. Right, I took 1 hit then. JP maybe didn't take any hits. So is it 2 points for finishing, or 3 points for finishing the level, plus points for health remaining perhaps? The 24, is that how many seconds are left at the end? Sure. Other things I like, the camera movement. You don't see many, or I've not seen many Pico 8 games with camera movement like this. Oh dear. So that's good. JP didn't do as well there. We seem to have procedurally generated levels, which is clever. That's impressive. A little bit of music. It'd be nice for there to be more music. You've got quite a lot of, if they haven't got many sound effects in a Pico 8 game, which this game doesn't, you do have quite a bit of space for music. So yeah, it's a shame that there's not more music or more sound effects, but this is a really good game, this though. Very fun. What does the yellow mean? Why did my footsteps go yellow then? You did it. Looking for leg. 24 levels. Oh, how many levels there are? Let's just pause it. Delete save game. I need more information on this. This is fascinating. So, yeah, infinite zombies with friends. Is it just infinite levels? Let's have a look at this guy's... Is that... Yeah, he's gone to Twitter. Let's see what this guy's saying on Twitter. Oh, he's made another similar game. Infinite Golf with Friends. Super fluid games. Indie team behind Trappy Tomb and Spline Racer for iOS and Infinite Golf for Pico 8. So this is a proper development studio or an indie development studio. That's why it's so good. Check out our review of Mini Golf Endless MMO, an entire golf course made with pixels. Where's all the stuff to do with Infinite Zombies? "31 minutes before the deadline." I did mine in 9 minutes 58 seconds before the deadline, which felt very close. We were touching cloth there for a minute. This is cool. This I'm going to come back to this. I think. Let's play a little bit more. Oops. Oh, what have I done? Oh no! Oh, lost my game. Let's see if it will let me go back. Built-in cartridge. Oh no, it's put me back to where I was. I'll tell you what, I'll do one more level. Oh, this is a bit harder up here. Oh, there's loads of zombies there. Hey, hey, oh, oh dear. Oh, whoa. No. This is fun. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how it's working, but it's fun. Level 25. I'm guessing there's just infinite levels, isn't there, presumably? Taking a lot of hits. Can't get hit again. Oh dear. 29. Does it help me getting treasure, I wonder? Right, does the yellow footsteps mean I'm in the lead? That's how it works. What does that first number represent? I think the second number is time, isn't it? Is the first a combination of treasure and health, perhaps? Let's try not picking up any treasure and seeing what that number is at the end. Whoops. Okay, so I've picked up one treasure, but I've lost one health, so I should end with 3 now. 4, 5. Am I going to get to the end? 4. Right. Right, I think that's health and treasure, isn't it? And the first one's time. Okay, so we know what's going on now. Figured it out. And I've just ploughed into a zombie there. That was silly. And again. Oh, there were a lot of zombies on that level. I'd love to know how this works, this game. Oh dear, oh dear. I was losing track of my... Right. So yellow must mean you're in the lead. Either that or it means you've picked all the treasure up. I probably think it's because you're in the lead. Level 30. Just me and JP. I hope more people play this game. This is a good game, this. My favourite so far. So I think 4, 3, 2, 3. Let's see. 3, 2. Maybe I miscounted there. I want to work out what that first number is. Right, I've got 3 health and no treasure. Or maybe it only counts... Maybe it only counts 2 health, because if you lose your last health, obviously you're dead. That's 4 now. There goes JP. There. Oh, I took a hit there. 5. 6. So, 3. Is it because I took hits after I'd got to the end? Let's just keep going. Level 32. Oh. I'm getting used to the movement now, and I actually quite like the movement. There's a certain amount of momentum to your character. It takes a bit of getting used to, but it's quite good once you get used to it. Not like that. So I died quicker than JP, but I got further maybe, or I got more treasure. I'm gonna have to find out what's going on here. Oh, took a hit there, that's not good. No, oh, don't die. Oh no. This must be using, so, is it, am I further into the game than anyone else? Is that how it works? It's just me versus the world now. Oh, how does this work? Must be. What's the, is the 44 the seconds there? So I'm at 47, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 39, 8, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, 29, 28, 6, 5. This is a long level. 2, 1, 19. No! 19 though? 44. What does that represent? Is that treasure that you've picked up? Let's see, if I pick up one treasure now, let's see if it goes up to 45. What do these numbers mean? Right, one treasure. Let's try and avoid all the other treasure. Let's try not to die. I think I just, maybe I need to go slow to go fast on this game. Right, that's treasure. The one, still not sure what the one represents. Maybe it's treasure plus health on this level. So if I take no hits, then I should get through with either 2 or 3 points, shouldn't I? Probably easier said than done. Zero? What does that mean? Is that how many hits you take? It can't be, so you got 4 sometimes. Right, we'll do one more. In fact, we'll get to 40 rather. We'll leave it at 40. Oh. Yeah, this is a cool game. I'm going to be coming back and playing this again. The music stopped though. Why has the music stopped? Oh, I missed the treasure there. Oh, and I hit a zombie. Don't know what those numbers represent. 2, 3. Maybe it's treasure. Let's see if we get 3 now. Yeah, right. Oh, okay. So that's. God, that took me a while to work out, didn't it? I feel right dozy idiot. First number, treasure on this level. Second number, treasure all through the game. It only took me 40 levels to work that out. There we go. I hope you worked it out quicker than me. Right. Let's try and complete this level and then we'll move on. Oh, don't hit the zombies. Rubbish. Oh well. I've got quite far hitting them all. Right, so this is level 41. I love this game. This is a really cool game. I want to try and find out more about it so that I can maybe do a review of it later. View the submission page. Yes, we will. Right, so gameplay. I'm supposed to be not doing this thing, but yeah, if you hadn't figured out, I really loved that game, so yeah, I'm going to be scoring this highly. This is a good. That was a very good game. I hope I wasn't leaning out of camera shot then. Okay, so questions. This is by the developer here. Okay, so question 1. Are those other people playing right now? They are ghosts of the 20 or so most recent players, recorded and replayed for your zombie infestation pleasure. So that's what I suspected. It's kind of like you're kind of playing against previous players. I can move this back over now. Let's just check everything's still looking okay. Yep. Is the stream still working okay? I believe it is, maybe. I can't tell. Oh. Ah, that was the game I wanted to look at as well, Enchanted Gemstones. I found the game I wanted to play to start with. Right, it's working, great. So, let's have a look at these frequently asked questions. So, yeah, you're playing against other players' ghosts. That's cool. But how does Pico 8 do client-server? That's the clever bit. I use the GPIO pins to encode each replay, including player name and score, in 128 8-bit numbers. Then store this in a fat fractal backend. So it's kind of got Pico 8 running with something behind it. Can I save my progress somehow? I haven't worked this out yet, as itch doesn't seem to have the user data store facility that is available on GameJolt. I'll cross-post the game to GameJolt and then you can save away. That is an incredibly impressive game. I'm blown away by that. Yeah, no surprises. I give that full marks. That was incredible. Right, cool game. We've rated that. Save rating. Yeah, right. Let's find another game then. So yeah, that's one to check out. That I might do a proper video of that one. Cool. Let's give them a follow. Right, let's find another one to play. What time are we on? An hour and 17 minutes. Yeah, let's do another game. Soccer Band Heights. Oh, actually, let's find the game I was originally wanting to play. What's it called? I've already forgotten the name. Enchanted Gemstones. Right, so let's just search for the game I want to play. How do I search it? I don't want to go to random game. Popular? Least rated? Should we be nice and rate some least rated games? That might be a good thing to do. I want to find Enchanted. Let's see if I can find Enchanted. Yes, I can. Where is it? I can't see. Have I gone past it? Tiny Adventure. Oh no, Enchanting Store. That looks cool, but why is Enchanted? Maybe I should turn these filters off. Let's just put any. We'll scroll all the way to the bottom because it doesn't seem to be loading everything at once. What did I do then? Oh, Pete, what are you doing? You can't press page down on... I know you can. What happened then? Right, scroll to the bottom and then we'll see if we can find this Enchanted what's it? Right, so we've got Tome Drop there. So there's two games that have the words Enchanted in them. There we go, Enchanted Gemstones. This is what I wanted to play originally, so let's give this a shot. It looks like a puzzle game. It looks kind of like columns. Did you work in a team? I worked alone on this game. Was the resolution a challenge? The biggest problem with the resolution was creating visually distinct sprites for the falling blocks without having them be too noisy or distracting. Yeah, that's a challenge when we're in low resolution. What did you learn? Deciding the location of UI elements and information on paper is something I don't always do with projects, but the low resolution made it particularly useful to figure out how much screen space I needed to fit all the information I wanted. Yeah, that was a challenge I shared as well, I would say. When you've got low resolution in a game, you don't have a lot of space for particularly text. I mean, in Pico 8, the font in Pico 8 is very low, resolution. It's 3 pixels across, and each letter is 5 pixels high. Now in a 64 by 64 resolution with that font, you can get about 16 characters across the screen. That isn't a lot when you're dealing with, you know, user interfaces and things. So yeah, that is a challenge. I got around that challenge by not really having much of a UI, but yeah, not every game can do that. Let's see how what's the name of the developer for this? Ooh, Jack Oatley. Let's see how Jack has solved that problem. I've been looking forward to this game. It's a clone of Magic Jewellery, an unlicensed NES game, which is in turn a clone of Columns. Okay, so it's Columns then, that's cool. It's a match 3 win block puzzle game. The goal is to place the 4 coloured gems onto the board so that 3 gems of the same colour can match. Yeah, it's just Columns then, isn't it? Right, let's have a go at this. I like Columns. Columns is a fun game. Tell you what, should we actually go full screen for this? I probably should have been doing that anyway, shouldn't I? Is that going to screw things up massively? Yes, it is. Right, let's let's go out of full screen then. Can't do that. Oh, that's tiny though, isn't it? Give me a moment whilst I rearrange things. I think I can do this. Oh, it's going to screw it up, innit? Yeah, I'll do it. That's about as good as I can get without... Oh no, I can move a bit bigger. It's going to obscure my face, but you probably don't want to see my face anyway. There we go. Right, that's a bit better, isn't it? So let's play Enchanted Gemstones. This is Columns then. Start level 1, marathon, endless. Let's do marathon, high scores. No high scores at the moment. Marathon, level 1. This is by Joe Jarvis. LOWREZJAM 2020. What is it, Jack Oatley? What's going on? Who developed this game? Who made this game? I'll have a look. I thought it was Jack Oatley. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's get playing. Music. Isn't it nice having music? That's cool. There's like a kind of flickering effect when you change gem colour. I'm not sure if that's deliberate or not. The movement of the pixels seems a little bit buggy. If I sound super critical, it's just because this is Columns, so we all know, well, I know Columns. Right, let's see what happens when I get a row. Oh, hey up, that was good. It's a shame there isn't music in the game. I wish more of these games would have had music. But yeah. So yeah, this is Columns, all right. Obviously, the person complaining about the ordering of the colours being confusing probably hasn't played Columns before. This is pretty solid, this, isn't it? Yep, Columns is a good game. I like the little animation, the colourful animation when you get a row. I like the kind of dead space over on the left-hand side of the screen. That's pretty cool. How did I get a row then? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, and one of the nicest things about Columns on the Mega Drive was the music, so it is a little bit of a shame that there isn't any music. I'm going to stop banging on about that though, but hey, look at that. I do like music in games, especially Pico 8, because Pico 8 has such a nice kind of sound chip. So they've made some effort to make each of the different gems have slightly different graphics. That's probably what we're talking about in terms of the trouble of making the graphics distinct. In the original Columns, you had kind of different shaped gems, but you know, it was much easier to tell what was going on. That's going to be a lot harder, obviously, in this low resolution, but I think that's a good way around it. I don't know why, but sometimes there seems to be a bit of a flickering effect when you move side to side. I'm not sure what that is. There we see. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe that'd be ironed out if this wasn't a game jam. It's not game breaking, it's just a bit of an odd graphical glitch. So yes, this is columns. I don't know what I do is I do videos about puzzle games, and then it's like, well, after you've played the puzzle game a bit, you just end up saying, yeah, this is columns. I don't think it's out yet, but I've got a video of a review of Tetris, and yeah, after about 10 minutes I'm just saying, this is Tetris, everyone. Was that a mistake putting that there? Probably. Anyway, you can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs, or you can't make a game of columns video without making some really bad plays. So let's not worry about it. So far so good. I wonder what you have to do to move between levels. Will it move me up through the levels like in columns when I get a certain number of points or something? You'd expect that from a puzzle game. They tend to just move you along automatically. Ooh, this is the magic gem. Let's get rid of all those red ones. Hey, look at that. Got the magic gem in as well. Very cool. So yeah, this is nice. I'm glad I played this one. Again, this is something that I might actually add into my favourites on PicoBus. I do like playing puzzle games on PicoBus. I think the system lends itself well to kind of games like columns and Tetris and whatnot. So yeah, this is nice. Oh, what did I do that for? Right, let's see. Oh, we are on level 2 now. So the levels must advance based on your score. I'm not sure. I didn't notice when I went to level 2. Maybe it'd be nice to have a little jingle play or a pop-up on the screen when you change levels. I don't think there was one. If there was, I mustn't have noticed it, but that'd be something good to add if it's not already in. Because it's not entirely clear when you change levels. Or it isn't to me. But yeah, this is a nice version of columns, this, isn't it? I'm a little bit I'm sort of wondering why they didn't just call it columns, because I think columns is by far and away more famous than, what's it called, Enchanted Gems, was it? I didn't realise it was a columns clone. I'd have probably still played it if I never had realised it was a columns clone. But yeah. I'm surprised that they chose the name for the unlicensed NES game, unless they were thinking, oh well, you know, it's not licensed, no copyright. But I don't know. It just seems a bit odd. You wouldn't just call the game Columns. But what's in a name? Oh, can I do anything with this one? Yes. So yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll play to level 4 because. At this point, I'd be happy to just sit here playing columns in complete silence, but that would make for a very interesting live stream. So, yeah, we'll get to level 4 and then we'll move on. Oh, that was a good one. How did that not get to level 4? Now, the trouble is, I think if I get rid of green, we might get a nice chain reaction, possibly. Possibly not. We'll get rid of green, though, because they're all spread all over the place. At some point, I really should have a go at making a kind of falling block kind of columns Tetris game. I think it'd probably be a good learning experience for me. So yeah, it might be a columns clone like this. Who knows? There we go. I think that's my first triple, isn't it? Game's very stingy with those, apparently. Anyway, that's put us on to level 4. So I'm not going to play this any longer. I think we've sort of seen most of what we can see from it. Solid version of columns. So yeah, good game. Who was it by then? How to play. Oh, they're having to explain columns to people. Who are these people who don't know what columns is? Once the gem reaches the bottom of the board or collides with another gem, there will be 1 second to move or rotate the gem before it locks into place. Moving the gem to be above a blank tile again will refresh the timer. Pressing up or down will skip the rest of the timer. That's good. If you place 3 or more gems on the same corner line vertically, you score points. They fall down. Every 50 gems broken, the level will increase up to 20, and so the gems fall in speed. So there we go, that explains that. Every 25 points, A special multicolour gem will be given. Okay. This gem, when placed above another gem, will break all of the same colour. So obviously wasn't scoring many points there because it took me ages to get one of those multicolour gems. The game ends when you top out. A gem is locked in the first row, fourth column, or when you complete level 20 marathon mode only. So level 20 will be 1,000 gems broken. Okay. The level increases by 1 every 50 gems broken. Oh yeah, it says that there. Okay. Cool. Very cool. I'll rate that highly, I think. I enjoyed that a lot. So gameplay, you can't beat that. There was no issues with the gameplay. I don't want to mark it down for the kind of the glitchiness when you're moving side to side. It was a bit of a graphical glitch, but it didn't get in the way of playing the game. Audio, the sound effects were okay. Again, I just wish there was music. Authenticity, yeah, it was at the right resolution. Can't knock it down for that. The biggest problem with the resolution was creating visually distinct sprites for the falling blocks. You know, without them being too noisy or distracting. I'm surprised they didn't make one of the blocks just be a square. That was something I would have expected. Would you have had enough room for the blocks to have letters on them maybe? That'd be another way of doing it. Who knows? So yeah, I like that. That was good. So ratings saved. Let's carry on. Finding another one. So that was the one I wanted to play. Let's just look for another random one now. Something that looks like Pico 8. You have to avoid that. You have to avoid that 2 squares of the same colour collide. Click on the square to change its colour. And that's available on Linux. Linux? How do we pronounce that? I pronounce it Linux. Don't know if that makes me a weirdo, but that's just what I do. Jibbo by Orion in the Forest. Okay. Is this Pico 8? I can't tell. Let's have a closer look. Oh no, you can only download it. I don't think that's Pico 8. Let's try another one. Yeah, I've seen the development post for that, I think. That's like a dungeon crawler. That's Zelda. Space Force Warrior, wow. Oh, that's a 3D one. Quite a few of the people that I've seen posting development, posts on Twitter for this seem to be making 3D games. A lot of kind of first-person shooters, kind of first-person RPGs like Eye of the Beholder style games. They must be very popular. You can't really do that on Pico 8 very easily. So I haven't seen any Pico 8 ones that were doing that, but obviously people working on Unity, very straightforward, I'm guessing, I say very straightforward. Unity's good at that. I'm sure it's not straightforward, but yeah. Oh look, hot dog snacker. Somebody must have stuck with one of the themes there. Did I mention the themes? I don't think I did. Let's just... Oh, Fantasy Tactics. I've seen development pictures for that. That'll be... Oh, it's in Pico 8 as well. What did you learn? Apart from the fact I'm functional on 4 hours sleep and a lot of coffee, not in the long term surely. Yeah, you can get... I mean, yeah, I can get by on small amounts of sleep for a day or two, and then it's like, game over, man. You need to catch up on your sleep. That's just me. Anyway, I learned I'm extremely detail oriented. Literally, I could put hours on fixing 1 to 2 pixels in a sprite. I also learned that to face such a big project for a jam, you need a team to distribute some of the load. Did you work in a team? No, it was solo. A hard one to be facing alone, but quite happy with the results, even if it is not as complete as I would like it to be. I'd have loved to have a musician and another dev around. Was the resolution a challenge? The resolution combined with Pico 8 limitations consumed a lot of my time. UI was particularly tricky as text is not a great option for the resolution. When I was making my game, I didn't find the resolution a problem at all. Maybe just for the UI, but it wasn't something I had to kind of work around very much. That's probably just the nature of the game I was making. If anything, I mean, making a game where you control a single pixel probably works a lot better with a lower resolution. But yeah, it's interesting seeing how people had different experiences of the game jam. I didn't find the resolution a restriction at all. I wished that there was a different restriction that felt like it was pulling me in more. My project could have easily spiraled out of control. I suppose it nearly did. It took me a long time to develop. It's my kind of second game which has actually gone up to the token limit in Pico 8. I made 4 games now, kind of 4 full games if you like, on Pico 8. Only 2 of them have got to the token limit. My first one, where I was trying to put in as much stuff as I could, and it was a whole learning thing, and this game that I made for the game jam. So yeah, I didn't feel very constricted by the resolution. It's interesting how other people did. So yeah, interesting. Right, we're going to play that, but first I want to look at the... oh, look at that one. It's like very easily distracted. I want to look at the themes that we had, because I don't think I've played any games yet that have really stuck to the themes. So, infiltration is a theme. I haven't noticed that in any game. Always moving. I didn't like the themes. Oh, I should put the window back, shouldn't I? That's tiny for you. There we go. Is that better? I didn't really like the themes. None of them felt very evocative. You know, I mean, they were optional. There was no kind of incentive in terms of like you have to use a theme or something. So with them being completely optional, I looked down the list and none of them really grabbed my attention. Some of them felt kind of obvious, like You Are the Weapon, for example. A few games I've seen was where you were controlling like a weapon. I had an idea maybe where there was like a shoot 'em up style game, vertical scroller shoot 'em up, where you were like a guided missile. But again, you're going to get very similar games doing that, I think. So that was something I went with. Recoil. The ship and virus attacks, that had recoil, didn't it? Would that have been in though without the theme? This is what I mean. A lot of these things you're just going to put in anyway. Any action game that you make, you're probably always going to be moving. Auto-scrollers are a whole kind of genre of games, especially in these kind of casual games. There's so many auto-scrolls on Pico 8. You know, that's not a restriction, is it? It's just going to be something that you're going to make just by... I mean, hot dogs, yeah. You're probably not going to put hot dogs in your game unless you're told to. So yeah, hot dogs, I guess. Slippery as well. It's like any game with physics could kind of say, oh yeah, by the way, it was also using the theme of slippery. You are terrifying, you know. I wasn't impressed with the themes. I wish the themes were a little bit different, or, you know, just more evocative maybe, give you more ideas. I didn't look at many of the themes and have an idea pop into my head. An idea which I didn't think somebody else would already have. Like with the You Are the Weapon, yeah, the guided missile idea popped into my head straight away, but then I thought, well, that's going to pop into everyone else's head straight away as well. So, you know, you want your game to stand out, and, you know, bit disappointed with the themes. But anyway, moving on. Let's try out Fantasy Tactics. So this looks like a grid-based, kind of tactical, turn-based kind of game. My experience of coding turn-based games is that it's hard. I'd have thought turn-based games would be easier, but so far I've found them to be much, much harder. So let's see how this plays. I'm looking forward to it. Let's read. Oh, there's a lot of detail here. Let's read through some of this. So it's a small prototype of an isometric tactics game I've been building on for the game jam. Note, there is a bug that is not releasing the unit after drinking a potion. We'll add bug fix soon. Fixed version can be played on Lex Lawful BBS if this is bugging you. I wasn't the rules for the jam didn't make very clear. I didn't think how you could do bug fixes and things. As soon as the timer was up for the game jam, you couldn't submit any more projects. Or well, there wasn't a way to do it through the website, so that kind of suggested that you can't do bug fixes and things, which I could see that people would abuse it by making a bug fix, which was just them continuing to develop the game after the deadline. So I can kind of see that, but again, are we really policing this game jam when people submitting fully developed games hours into the game jam? Are we really policing it? Should we just let people submit bug fixes as they go in? You know? Anyway, should we play the... I'll tell you what, seeing as this is... Is that going to screw everything up if I do this? Seeing as this is on the Lexloffle BBS, I'm going to play... No, I'll play the one on here, and then I can rate it. But we're aware of that. We're aware of that bug. The developer's aware of that bug. I'm not going to factor that into my rating. I assume it doesn't crash the game. Yeah, my game that's submitted has a complete game-ending bug when you fight the end boss. So the end boss in my game is so powerful that he actually has the power to crash the game, to crash Pico away. I'm not going to pretend that was deliberate. I have fixed the bug, but I only noticed the bug the day after I'd submitted it, so I'm like, oh. Fortunately, no one's probably going to get near the end boss in my game, because my game ended up being ridiculously sprawling in terms of the level design. You don't even have to kill the end boss. You don't. If you play on easy, you don't even have to see him, so hopefully no one's going to find that bug. Fingers crossed. But if you do find it, I already know about that bug and I've already fixed it. So don't at me in the comments, bro. Right, let's stop talking rubbish and play this game. But let's read the thing first, because that's what I was doing before I went off on a little tangent. So we move around with all the normal Pico 8 controls. X is the action button. Good. It's always a bit... I always feel like X is like your A button, your main button on Pico 8, and Z is like your kind of secondary button. My first game had it swapped around because of me playing on keyboard, but yeah. It's interesting when people don't have the buttons the way around you expect. I'm talking crap again. Let me just carry on. Note, this is a Pico 8 game. Z, X are just one of the combinations for the buttons mapped by default. I don't actually know what the other mappings are. I should probably find out. In Fantasy Tactics, two sides, the Kingdom and the Undead, battle. Each side's goal is to eliminate all the units on the opposing side. Units have the following attributes: hit points, attack, defense, movement, magic. A unit dies when it... Yeah, units can die. Units that can cast spells need magic. Also, some units will be carrying potions to heal themselves, so they get 3 hit points back. When I'm putting something onto Twitch, do I want to explain the game? Because you don't want someone to just dismiss your game because they just don't figure out the mechanics in the game. But at the same time, do you need to explain about units dying when they reach 0 hit points? It's a balance to strike, so yeah. Can't really fault them for doing it though. They just want to explain their game. They want you to enjoy their game that they spent so much time on. So let's carry on. The game is played in alternating turns. So you can move and take an action like XCOM. Or is that not like XCOM? Move to units not finish its turn, press X to activate it. Now I'm interested to see in this game how they've done the UI, because a game like this where it's turn-based, you're selecting units, well, from the screenshot there, it looks like you're picking attacks and moves and things. It surely needs a lot of UI. UI is surprisingly difficult to code. I find it surprisingly difficult to code, and you haven't got a lot of room, as we've already discussed. In a 64 by 64 resolution game, you haven't got a lot of room for UI, so it's going to be interesting seeing how they get around that. Just realised, yeah, I've still got enough time. It's good. We don't have to stop the stream yet. Huh. If you select attack or a spell, a targeting area will be displayed in green. Okay. This all sounds really straightforward. Let's just get on with it. So the units, the kingdom. Look, he's got different units in. Impressive. Archers, fast, shoot arrows. Crap at close combat. Halberdiers, long reach and tough. Axemen, strong attack. I'm guessing they have short range attack. Wizards, weak but can do powerful fireballs. Priests can heal. So nice spread of units there. That's cool. Undead, swordmen, balanced attack and defense. So they're just the basic units. I'm guessing lancers, poor defense but good reach. Reapers, strong attack but poor defense. I wonder which of those. Oh, is that the Reaper there? I wonder with the scythe. So they're like axemen. Necromancer, weak but can mend. Plus 4 points of undead. So one of those is the Necromancer there, like the priests. Leech, a powerful wraith that can cast a poisonous miasma. 4 dice. So they're kind of like the undead wizards. Interesting that there seems to be like a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Symmetry between the two sides. So maybe this will be like Warcraft 2. Let's see. About the game. Oh, wow. First of all, I want to apologise for the unfinished state of things. Oh, don't apologise. We all know it's a game jam. Even considering this was a long jam, 16 days, working solo has its toll. Yep, definitely. The gameplay itself is incomplete and can only be played in 2 players mode. No AI implemented for the opposing band. That's understandable. I imagine AI would be a nightmare to code in Pico 8. But I think the essence is there and it can be fun enough to play with a friend or even try to beat yourself. In the to-do list there's just so many things. But as I've become quite attached to the project, I'll keep working on this after the jam is over and potentially move into full Pico 8 resolution. That would be cool. Oh no, what is missing? Sound. No music, no sound effects. That area is my weakest and I was not in time to really put in something with the right quality. So I preferred to leave it out. No scoring for me in sound category, I guess. Proper action area calculation. All units can attack through other units. That is not as I want it to be. But the logic behind that was overcomplicating, so I've left that out for now. AI. Didn't want a dumb psycho AI in place. So once again I opted to keep that out for the jam. Area attack spells. Handling those will require a severe rework of the target calculation and action execution to support arrays. Another one for the future. Graphics effects. Spells attacks right now there is no eye candy around them. Wish list for the future apart from the previous list. More tiles, units, attack types. Scenario and campaigns. Intermissions, XP and leveling up, picking up objects. That would be a vast thing to add. If this goes further, I'm quite positive it will be in the high resolution mode and the UI will get a rework. So this sounds incredibly ambitious. Let's give it a try then. Oh, I feel bad that they're having to apologise so much. I will admit to not being familiar with this game type, but I had a lot of trouble figuring out how to proceed in this game. For me at least, having some more detailed instructions in the description will be helpful. Is that what he's done then? Oh, okay, so that detailed instruction then is for people who haven't played these kind of games before. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's give this a shot, because I've been talking about this for ages. Fantasy Tactics. Oh, it's such a shame there's no music. Right, I'll move the window around again. Give this a fair shake, because those graphics are beautiful. I'm kind of always a little bit surprised by how many programmers on Pico 8 don't have any kind of music experience at all. It really sort of surprises me. And it's a shame as well, because I think a lot of let's get that. There we go. I think a lot of people probably don't attempt sound effects and things, and you can really get by with very little knowledge of sound and music design in Pico 8 and produce something that's quite, you know, reasonable. I've done a music video where I'm literally just dragging random shapes across the screen and getting bloopy sounds, and it's alright. I mean, yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can actually design, you know, realistic kind of sound effects. I'm not very good at that. There's some people that are, but you don't need to do that. And same with music. You know, you can just fiddle around and just create music very simply. I mean, you don't need to have even instruments and things. One instrument on a loop, if it's not too annoying, a loop sounds fine. So it's a shame that people don't put music and sound effects in, because I really don't think it's as hard as people perhaps think it is. But yeah, different people's experience. Right, let's try out this game. Oh, I need to sit back from this. This game really needs to be in the high resolution, so I look forward to seeing this get finished. So, X to play. I like the little deer character, that's lovely. The pixel art in this is absolutely beautiful. So I can move around. Oh, I've got a cursor. I can move around with the arrow keys. This needs to be in a higher resolution. I'm not sure how well this works in the low resolution. It's quite difficult to look at. So, is that a Axeman there? So if I select him with X, yeah, that's animated all right. This is just like Shining Force or something. I haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics. I assume it's similar, but yeah, this most reminds me of like Shining Force, or I guess games like the Banner Saga. Not my favourite game series, but yeah, it's kind of like that. This is cool. Right, attack or end turn. What happens if I attack something that's not there? Nothing. So, yeah, this is very much like Shining Force. So he's got terrain and movement in there. I can't move across the water, that's nice. Can I attack my own men? No. This guy's got like a 2-range attack. That's cool. Attack, heal, and turn. This is good. This very ambitious. One of the things that I feel like oh, that is fast. Wow, those units are really fast. You can kind of skip over the water there. I'm not sure if that's deliberate or not. One of the things that I feel like I've learnt from doing this game jam is that you really need to kind of like not. You need to sort of, I say, plan your game. You don't want your games to get too out of control. You don't want them to be too ambitious. It's much easier, I think, to add extra things into a game which you think you've got to the end of, which you've finished. It's far easier to add things into that than it is to have started something ambitious and then have to kind of cut things out and still have a working game. It's easier to put something on top of something. It's easy to add features to a simple game that works rather than cut features out of a big game that doesn't work. But yeah, getting this set up in 2 weeks is impressive. Right, let's move through this a little bit, see if we can get some combat happening, see what happens in combat. Oh, it's a shame when you know, someone's saying that having to apologise for all the shortcomings in the game. It must be so frustrating for people, but you know, like this is really solid. Like, look at the graphics are beautiful. All the movement and things I've had so far have been fine. Let's do an attack. Yes, attack that. Attack, defense. So. Yeah, I mean, we haven't got a lot of feedback for what's going on there. I don't know how much damage I did there. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, things to add to the game would be perhaps a indicator for units which haven't moved yet. I mean, this will all be stuff I'm sure the developer's well aware of. But it's just, this is the thing. A game like this, there are so many kind of elements to the game that need to be in place for it to kind of even feel like it's just a basic version of the game. You know, like, if you look at what's missing from this, you know, the list is going to be so long, like attack animations, UI feedback saying how much damage has been done, and you know, having a way of. I mean, I tried making a turn-based game like this. Well, not like this, but a turn-based game with turn-based combat, and just coming up with a way of showing on screen what calculations the game is making. It's like, you've not done that before. It's a nightmare, and it's not something I particularly felt like I solved. In the end, I just gave up and simplified it and kind of moved away from what I was trying to do, but they're not easy problems to solve, these. So let's fire an arrow at our skeleton friend, see what happens. I'm not sure what's happening there. Right, let's move this wizard forward and see if we can cast a spell. Not in range, I don't think. Or are we? The OK, I mean, X is like our OK proceed button, Z is like our cancel button. It's all working. I'm not having to think particularly about what I'm doing. Right, let's try. I think I can cast a fireball on that skeleton, I believe. So that's a lot of attack. So that skeleton's only got 1 health left. Yeah, it just needs some feedback, doesn't it? It's hard to tell what your attacks are doing. Has that done 3 damage then? How much health do these skeletons have to start with? 4? Maybe that did 2 damage? It's hard to say. Right, let's move our pikeman here. Or our lancer, I think. Is he a pikeman or a lancer? I can't remember. Oh no, can't do that. This guy's very similar to the lancer kind of characters in Banner Saga, the way that they're positioned. So, yeah, I don't entirely know what that represents there. I don't think that did any damage then, did it? So 3 attack versus 2 defense. You'd have thought that would have done 1 damage, but I don't think it's done any. As usual, the monk is miles away from the combat and can't do anything useful. So we've got the right kind of actions going on there with our how the game plays. Your healers are useless in these games. They just suck. Miasma. Should we cast a Miasma? Oh, that's only a short range spell. I suppose that balances out because it did more damage than the fireball spell, didn't it? Right, let's see if we can... let's do an attack on our axe fellow. Has that done 1 damage then? So we've got 2 defense on the axeman. That's got 2 attack there. I wonder if there's some dice rolling in this. When you cancel, it resets the movement. That's a good touch. Right, so let's try mending that other skeleton. These graphics need to be at higher resolution because the lovely graphics. It's just too big. Rather than looking at the full screen version of the game, it's easier to play it actually on a lower resolution. So I'm looking at the kind of live. I'm looking at it through OBS basically instead of looking at full screen because it's kind of hard to look at, quite noisy visually. But yeah, these graphics need to be at high resolution. What am I doing? Oh. Yeah, some kind of indicator as to who can move next or who needs to move. Attack. What's going on there? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how attacking works in this game. So 2 versus 2 there. Okay, so it's Kingdom's turn now. Okay. Let's see if we can kill a skeleton. Oh, what's his second attack? Oh, a potion. Ooh, can use a potion to heal. No, we're going to attack. Can we kill something? Oh, we can kill that skeleton. Let's try and hit the skeleton. Yay, we've killed a skeleton. I wonder if does Fireball do AoE, I wonder? AoE damage. Probably not. Right, let's do a lot of damage against that skeleton. Is that going to kill it in one? Yes, it is. This wizard is a boss. Can these two finish off this skeleton down here, I wonder? I don't know what's going on with the... Are they must be rolls. They must be like combat rolls or something. Yeah, it would be nice to... it's very hard to visually show how combat systems work. And especially when you've got no resolution, no screen real estate to play with, which this game doesn't because of the resolution. So, yeah, it'd be nice to know how the combat is working. Right, let's try healing the archer guy. There we go, healed him. So, it's not going too well for the undead. Let's see if we can kill this axeman. That's done 2 damage. I would have thought that would have done a bit more. Can my... Yes, he can attack. He's not very good at attacking though. Did 1 damage there to the archer. Block, block. Was that no damage then? Really don't understand how that works. So we'll try and take out the Mender character. Was he a necromancer? I can't remember what he was called. Oh, I think something went wrong there. Have I already attacked with that guy? Don't know what's going on there. Right, let's move our healer. Oh, he's not going to do well against that guy, is he? No, no damage. Okay, wizard, boss time wizard. Let's throw a fireball. Throw it at the necromancer fella. Right, he's dead. So it looks like Kingdom's winning this. Is that going to do a lot of damage? 3 damage against whatever he is, I can't remember. Let's see if we can pike through him. You see, I think that's quite a fine feature, that having a spear fighter kind of have his spear going over the other guy's shoulder. That's something that happened, when people were fighting with spears. So I don't think that needs taking out. I think that's fine. An archer can fire over somebody's head. Yeah, I don't see why he's worried about that. Whose turn is it? Is it the skeleton's? Oh, it's the skeleton's turn. Right, let's try the miasma attack again on the axeman. I think that's going to kill him. Yeah, good. Skeleton. Try and take out that wizard. Oh, no damage to the wizard. Ah. Right, wizard's going to get right back at you with a fireball. That's some kind of combat roll there, isn't it? Archer. You have infamous archer. If you go, can you go to the top? Yeah. See, is that going to do damage? 1 damage. That archer sucks. The combat, it works. I feel really bad for the developer of this. They sound like they kind of run out of time and whatnot. Project's probably just a little bit too ambitious. Okay, so not the best turn for the kingdom there. But the yeah, it's the Kingdom's game to lose at the moment, isn't it? Let's move and see if we can take out that archer. No, probably not. No. How about the wizard then? Can we hit the wizard? Oh, the wizard's hanging on for dear life. Right. I think, let's see if how much, he's got 1 health left. Let's see if our healer can take out the skeleton. Yes, you can. Can the wizard roll in for the win with the massive fireball spell? That's not the massive fireball spell. That did no damage. That sucks. Spearman, come on. 1 damage. This is pathetic from the Kingdom. Their attack has just melted away. Right, come on, Archer. That looks like a crap roll. No. Rubbish. Right, take out that wizard. Yeah, massive attack there. Bye-bye, wizard. Oh, Kingdom, you've lost your best guy there, look. That's not a good attack, I don't think. Oh, it did 1 damage somehow. I think your attack squares have to outnumber their defense squares. And I think you can roll either attack, defend, or nothing. I think that's how the combat works. So, come on, Spearman. Big attack. That's not going to do any damage, I don't think, is it? No. Okay. Healer. Now, is it worth healing anyone up? Yes. Let's see if the healer can do his goddamn job and heal someone. Is that it? He gained 2 health points. 2 hit points from that. Right, Miasma, come on, take him out. Oh, 1 damage. Look at this. It's coming down to the wire. That done. There we go. Kingdom has won, I believe. I don't think there's a victory condition set, is there? No, I think that's it. Right. Yeah, so that was it. That was the game that was. I really feel for the developer on that, because it looks like they put a massive amount of work into that game. It's a shame that they weren't able to get it finished, you know, to the level that they wanted it, but I'd love to see that when it's finished. I think that'd be fantastic. Right, let's give that a rating. So I feel really mean. That gameplay in that was, I'd say that pretty good. That good gameplay. There was quite a lot missing, obviously. The graphics were outstanding. Yeah, I can't really give any points for the audio because there wasn't any. Resolution's fine. So there we go. That's the rating done for that. Right. What time are we on? I can't see. 2 hours. Oh my god. Was I doing that fantasy tactic for half an hour then? Right. I'll look for. Was that a cat? I'll look for one more Pico 8 game, and then I think we'll leave this. This has been fun. Oh, I'll just close the submissions. Right. Let's look for one more Pico 8 game, and then see what we can get. I think my favourite one so far has been the zombie game, which I've already forgotten the name of. Was it Infinite Zombie with Friends? That was really good. That I was impressed. I've not played a Pico 8 game before that used something as a back end for it, so using whatever program it was to do the leaderboards, that was really cool. I think we'll try Boomby. I think the developer for this, I either follow them on Twitter or I've seen them posting to the hashtag LOWREZJAM. Let's give this a try. I believe this is a platform game. The graphics look cool, so let's give this a try. Did you work in a team? Single person project, worked on it, spare time for about a week. Was inspired by the Bob-omb NPC in Paper Mario Origami King. I've heard people talking about that game. Is it good? He had tons of fun, but was super tight schedule-wise since I started late. Well, it looks like they've made a lot of progress. Boomby is a special kind of bomb that never stops exploding. Help him out by finding the nearest pool of water as soon as possible, but not without collecting some coin on the way there. I presume it means collecting some coins, and it doesn't just mean you're just looking for some coin, like just some random coin. I need to shut up. So you need to collect some coins. Right, how to play. Boomby explodes, aka jumps, every 2 seconds. So it's a platform game with auto jumping. Interesting. Keep track of the time out at the bottom of the screen. Time your moves. There are multiple routes to the pool. Fantastic. I love it when there's multiple routes in Pico 8 games. Keep exploring if you get stuck or frustrated at a section of the map. Trampolines are tricky. Patience pays off. Try not to rush out of the first explosion after touching one. After the first explosion, the bounce rhythm bounces out. So trampolines have got some weird things going on. There are 3 bomb keys, red, green and blue. These allow you to destroy coloured bricks. So we've got keys in the game, nice. Yellow coins, $1. Platinum coins, $5. Green coins, $20. The only purpose of crouching is to move the camera down and to look cute. Okay. Challenges, how fast can you reach the pool? How much money can you collect in one go? Can you reach the pool without getting the coloured bomb keys? Additional notes, I try my best to prevent the player from being in a stuck situation, but if you find a case, please let me know. So yeah, you're going to get collision issues. Collision's hard. Any other feedback is greatly appreciated. Oh, I should have posted a comment to Fantasy. I really feel sorry for the developer of that. Let's post a comment of that before we well, that's good. Whammy. Let's post a comment to Fantasy Battle before we move on, because I really do feel for that developer. Sounds like they worked really hard on that and were frustrated by not finishing the game. Oh, there we go. Ones I've rated. These are the games I've rated for the project, for the jam. Sorry. Yeah, let's give a Fantasy. What people said. Oh wow, that's a detailed response. We're thinking about porting it. That'd be a shame. I think it'd be nice to keep in Pico 8. Nice positive comments. This is good. It's got a lot of comments from that. Right. I'm not going to bother posting a comment now. I think he's had enough support there. I was just expecting there to be no comments and people slagging off his game, but that was all very supportive, so yeah. I won't bother posting a comment. Just wanted to tell him, like, keep going. You're doing so well. Right, let's play Boomby. I'll move things around as usual. Oh, this looks excellent, this. I'm so looking forward to this. Music! The music, the explosions are in time with the music. How cool is that? Don't worry, I'm going to get rid of... There we go. This looks like an excellent game, this. I'm looking forward to this a lot. So, you've just got arrow keys on this. Boomby. This is really cool. This is really cool. This is like a rhythm platform game. This is cool. Destructible walls. Oh no, they're the key walls, right. Oh, that was good. This is a really cool game. It's very imaginative. I've got the red thing, okay. Oh no, I want to go up. Let's see if I can get back to that first red area. This is a really cool game. Yeah, this is like imaginative game mechanic, simple idea, really cool graphics, music. You know how much I love music. The simple sound effects and things. This is really good. Right, we've got through our little area now. Oh, I screwed it up. Messed it up. Picked up loads of coins, so yeah, I was trying to go right there. Oh, is that an enemy there? Yeah, the trampolines are tricky, aren't they? Oh, cool. Is that an enemy there? Maybe. Oh, so that was just a shortcut, okay. Oh no. This is really good. Again, I think I've said what I need to say with it. Cool graphics. I'm really enjoying the level design. Oh no. The game mechanics are just spot on. No collision issues so far, so there might be some later on. It's always worth putting that in as a disclaimer because collision is so tricky. I'm guessing they're enemies. Oh, got the blue one. Oh, that's a secret up there that I've missed. Do we need to go down, do you think? Oops, mistimed that. I think we have to go down, don't we? Look at this. Travelators. Oh, this is a great game, this. This is something I might want to actually do a full Pico 8 Pico Playtime review of, because this is top notch, this. Oops. A rhythm platform game. See if we get them coins. This is so good. Oops, missed those coins. Right, that's enough coins. Let's try and get into the end. See if we can beat the game in under 10 minutes. I feel like I'm down in a bit of a dead end here. Yeah. Or maybe not. I love those little enemies. Those are cool. Okay. This is so good. I wonder how much. Oh, what's that there? Destroy blocks. Destroy blocks? I'm destroying blocks. Have I gone the wrong way, I wonder? Oh, is that the green key that I've picked up? Oh, that's the aforementioned silver coins there. I don't think I'm anywhere near the end here, am I? Nice music. Got a nice little groove to it there. Get some coins. There's a certain amount of momentum on the springs. I'm getting the hang of the trampolines, I think. I feel like I am. No! I'm going too soon on that, aren't I? Stop it! No, no, no! Oh dear. I need to have a go at making a platform game. These look... This is so fun, this. It must be fun to code these. No! I feel like this Travelator spring section is testing the limits of my talent. Possibly. Let's see if we can get through it. I cannot get that jump. It's probably not such a hard jump. Just make it harder. It needs to be. This is reminding me very much of Crypt of the Necrodancer, where if you are just not on the rhythm, you're not going to get very far. Right, let's try a different way. Right, there's no way to go there. I don't think going down there is the right route. It's just this jump here. Oh, God. Right, oh my God, that took a long time. Right, good, we're back on track. Alright, I can't bother them coins now, let's just plough through the level. So that character kind of waits or moves until we jump on him. Cool. Well, not cool. Let's go this way. Blue? I can do blue, can't I? I'm not getting this edge jumping, am I? Oh my God, right. I hope this is the way you're supposed to go. Have I already been here? I feel like I've already been here. I think I've been here. Right, go back. I think I was going the right way before until I turned around. Yeah, this feels like progress, maybe? Where are we supposed to go now? I've lost again. Haven't been here yet, that's good. It does look cute when you crouch. Let's see if we have to go this way. Yes. I'm enjoying this rhythmic... Oh no! Oh, they don't kill you then, they just slow you down. Okay. That's cool. Getting taken out by those plant things. All the coins. Oops. Oh, can we still get up there? No. Oh, there's green coins. You made it. There you go. That's a really good Pico 8 game. That. I'm impressed. What my favourite game been today? A little bit of recency bias, but this is really good. The zombie, what was it called? Infinite Zombie with Friends. That was really good as well. Really cool. Isn't it great getting to play these games that people made for free and for fun? Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Anyway, this was the stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Listening to my ramblings about the low-res game jam. I don't know how it works with rating projects. I don't know if you have to have taken part in the jam to rate it, or if you have to join it. But you can play all the games that you've seen today and many more on the LOWREZJAM page on itch, which I would advise you check out. If you've been watching this stream for 2.5 hours and haven't noticed the links underneath my face, well, we've got problems, haven't we? Check out these games, really cool. I've just been focusing mainly on the Pico 8 games. There's obviously hundreds of other games, some really good ones, more to check out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. This stream was brought to you in part by Monster Energy Ultra Red, which I was making fun of at the start of the video, but it actually turns out it's actually quite nice. I don't know how much caffeine there is in it, who can tell? But it's very sweet, but it is nice. Anyway, that was a little test kind of stream kind of experiment, so I think it went very well. I might do another one, maybe find some more games on LOWREZJAM to kind of play through and review. Some of the games I've showed you today, I might want to do a full review of, maybe not. I'll watch the stream back maybe to see how rambling I am. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream, and yeah, I'll see you again very soon.